Wow, the TTS Rex music. What a fitting start. Hello everyone and welcome back to another stream here on this lovely Thursday, usually the final stream day of the week, but as you maybe know, of course, tomorrow Resident Evil 9 Requiem will release and I'll be doing extra streaming over the weekend to play more of that because I can't wait, a brand new Resident Evil game, and I'm finally both... Go, thank you so much for the watch. We go 75 on the way for the 100. Hello, let's go. Yeah, what I want to say, I'm finally part of the Resident Evil actual community because I played most of the games. I really like the series. If I would have not liked it, I would have definitely not played all of them, or at least the main ones, you know. Plus, I love the extras, right? And so I'm really excited to play a new Resident Evil game when it comes out, which will start tomorrow around noon time. I don't know exactly yet what time it will be. It will be around my lunchtime, German lunchtime, you know. Gotta do some grocery shopping first. I did a lot this week, guys. You don't... Have you seen my week? Have you seen my channel? It's insane. So, all Tuesday long, basically, I was analyzing this one bot on SRDC, making a video, and then I recorded it from 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. and I still needed to edit it and uploaded it, and it went live shortly after midnight. And I was just so exhausted. I did all the work there. I was just I'm going to bed. But I figured a lot of people liked it. And I wasn't even sure about that because who wants to watch a nerd video about analyzing a bot? But it was curious enough, I guess. A lot of people were interested at least in that topic. Then yesterday, Today we released the bilateral video, which I was working on for the last 2 weeks. I was actually working on that one, the one that released today, basically at the start of the year, but it just evolved further and further until I went into the tournament, right? When I was part of the tournament, and the tournament happened, you saw the storyline if you watched the video now. I was like, man, this is actually so much cooler than just making a small video about hey, this is bilateral speedrunning. And instead, it just evolved into the storyline thing, which I really liked. And yeah, in the background, I was also working on that collaboration with 𝐶𝐚𝐮, which was 2 weeks ago, that stream on Wednesday. And it's also coming out this Saturday. I can already leak that. So this is not the last bilateral video on the speedrun channel. There's going to be another one this Saturday evening. He has part 1, I has part 2. Ideally, watch both of them back to back. It's basically just a well cut together version of our races, because at least for the first half, I only saw my own view, so I don't even know what 𝐶𝐚𝐮 did. It's going to be very curious. And of course, the second part is on my channel, where it's more like an interview, a little bit chatter back and forth. So I hope it will be also fun and appreciated. But yeah, that has been my week. And like I said, it's not going to be over for a long time. So much more to do, so much more to play. It's going to be good. I enjoy being alive right now, and you know what? It's a good feeling to have. Especially with what happens in news lately. So with that being said, let's finish Resident Evil 4 Otome Edition. The music button never stops the music. Alright. So yeah, I also changed, by the way, the lights. Yesterday on the left side, I had a light LED strip that was just flickering the whole time. I changed it with another one on... I gotta say, I actually don't hate it. I have some very long LED bars on the side now, but they give a very nice even coating of light, plus one strong light in the corner, which flips me over. Hey, Connie. And you don't even and let me actually go back here quickly. They don't the thing that annoyed me most about the bilateral video, don't tell this to anyone, because I really hated myself. The one thing I really hated about the bilateral video was constantly the light glare in my glasses, right? And I should have checked when I did the recording. I should have checked the video feed, what it looks like. But there was, especially in the explainer part at the start of the video, constantly this glare on my glasses. And I wish I would have just recorded the whole thing without glasses on, because then at least there was no glare there. And every time when I watched it edited, I was thinking, oh my God, that's the glare on my glasses. This is so annoying. But with this new lighting situation, at least when I look at my monitor here and I play, there's no glare because they're so far apart. And a better angle for me, better situated at least. So, hey, that was kind of worth it, changing the lights out. Light glare glasses are so annoying. I always have that when I stream, how do I get rid of it? You gotta change where the light source is coming from. And especially what the prominent light sources are. I can show you a picture of what my situation is right now, but mainly when you don't have lights and the monitors in front of you, those are the ones that are shining into your eyes. I mean, you can tell a little bit probably if I were to zoom in. You can see that there's a little bit of glare still on my glasses because the monitors, of course, also produce light. You got to see them, right? But there's so much more brighter sources left and right that the monitors don't even really play an aspect. But if I like this here, see? Because we can see the stripes and the hard light. But I never look there unless I like quickly check OBS. And even then I'd look down. So the reflection does not even hit the camera, which is up there. Oh, that's you. You are the camera. So everything, you know, it depends really where the webcam is situated, where the lights are. I have my webcam like this. This is straightforward for me. But the webcam is that far to the side, right? So it's like a good angle. It's like roughly like this. It's definitely a little bit further apart. And so it does not reflect directly into the camera. That's the main important thing, right? The angle that the light hits your glasses, ideally, is not leading to reflection into the camera. And because I have the camera always a little bit to the side, that helps also a lot, which is another tip. All right, enough yapping. We want to play some games, right? Well, at least I want to play a game. You want to watch me play a game, I guess. I mean, you're all here. So yeah, production tips with house tours. I gotta say that again, like I don't hate this. This looks very weird. If you were to come into my room, you see the lights there on the table, like they're on the table. And like, why are there lights on the table? Because they work great. I think it looks kind of nice and clean. And also there's not much glare on my fucker's forehead, which is always shiny. I may not go bald, but I still have a huge forehead that's shiny as fuck. I mean, that helps. Yay. The small things. Anyway, let's load the game. We were at... Oh shit, no. Did it not autosave? We reached chapter 3, right? hang on. Fuck. No. I clicked too early. I thought I could just go. I can probably start chapter 3, right? Or maybe there's a cheat code. Okay, let's try again here. Episodes. Okay, that must be it. Okay. We can go immediately there because that's where we ended yesterday. At the start of chapter 3. Alright.
A wise choice, mate.
Wise choice, mate. Which path did Ashley take? Ooh, okay. So some decision actually changed here. Yeah, we saw the big guy. What topics did Ashley and Leon discuss in the gondola? One long or two short? I think Louis the merchant? Yeah. Which item did Ashley take from Leon on the gondola? The gum? Code name. Oh yeah, we gave him the code name. Okay, so you have to do some stuff here, and we did take the bracelet. Oh, apparently our rating's very high with the merchant. Interesting. Placed egg, kept egg. Well, we didn't even have an egg, so let's just pretend. I mean, it was just dead, so like, why can't we romance him? Okay, so I should have remembered to save, but it's probably gonna be the last time we play this here, so whatever. It's fine. It's fine, right? Let me sniff some eucalyptus here. The good, what's it called again? I forgot the name. Something Thai, right? Hong Thai, right? It's the little eucalyptus inhaler. It's really just eucalyptus, nothing else in there. But it's a nice alternative to, like, you know, nose pain. Not addicting at all. It's just eucalyptus, some mint. Natural way to open the nose. And who knows? Maybe one day you need it as well. It's quite cheap also. In any case, here we go. Sandy takes me away. Last time on Resident Evil 4 Otome Edition, Krauser has kidnapped us again. So, Clow, how you been? Can't complain, Ash. It's been Lord Sal's bitch working out for you. There's been a few setbacks, but nothing I can handle. Just a matter of time now. Just a matter of time until what? Until Umbrella. Damn it, I kept doing that. Umbrella? Wait a second, you mean that company that caused the Raccoon City outbreak? You work for them? I said forget about it. What you gonna do if I refuse? Throw me overboard? Lose your bargaining chip? I don't think so. She is smart after all. You're not as dumb as you look, Ash. Hell yeah. I wish I could return the compliment, Klaus.
I see you've honed your skills.
I like a woman with some fight in her. Do you really? No. Just a dry ass no. Leon's not gonna let you get away with this. You know that, right? Ah, Leon, how's my old comrade? Way harder than you for starters? Wait, old comrade? You know him? Leon and I, we go way back. Didn't he tell you? We haven't talked about you. Let me guess. He never asked who kidnapped you. Yeah, basically. Ha! Same old Leon. Guy has the imagination of a rock. Well, he's not very talkative, I'll give you that. But at least he's not a lying, scheming asshole like you. What can I say? Sometimes he has to crack if he actually want to make an omelette. As someone who literally had an egg hatched inside of him, your metaphor is both bland and offensive. If it makes you feel any better, we're like two peas in a pod. That is equally dull, and now I'm also confused. I'm a carrier like you, but unlike you, I was worth the good stuff. Let me guess, you got the dominant strain. So you know about the types. These big ears have to be good for something. Now that I really know what the difference is it like taking steroids?
Now we're talking.
It's even better than that. The love of control, the raw power. It's everything I need to chart a new course for this world. Yeah, everyone wants to rule the world. But how do you know Sal's not just gonna kill you once he gets what he wants? Sal might think he's in charge, but he's small time. A pretty crook with a god complex. He doesn't have what it takes to enact real change. You do realize I could totally repeat that to Saddle and throw you under the bus, right? By the time you get the chance, he'll already know he's been played. I guess that means you're cool with me recording this conversation, for posterity? The hell did you say? Relax, princess. Just trying to have fun. Enjoy your smile mouthing while you can. Died. Well, we're back on the island. After a few minutes of awkward silence, Clown brought the boat to a stop and hoisted me into the arms of some goon. Take it to the holding cell and wait for further instructions. Got it? Si, senor. And make sure you don't break anything on a little porcelain doll here. I don't want Santa giving me shit. If you're gonna be a little rough, by all means. I can't wait for somebody to beat your ass. Well, kitten, it was nice catching up, but this is where we part ways. Who knows? Maybe I'll see you down the road. Adios, Clow. I'll save a spot for you on the train to hell.
Come on.
Just so you know, it's Krauser. Now get the hair out of here. Krauser? Krauser? He took 3 characters out of his name and called it a day? I don't know why, but that pisses me off a lot. Señor, un momento. Tengo una pregunta sobre los beneficios de mi seguro. Okay. My man, I don't hablo español, comprende? Take it up with Sarah. Later. Where's she going? Krauser off away, leaving me alone with the goon. Oh, poor baby. Hung on too dry. We could fix that. Wow. Slashley is still in there, I guess. Always gotta watch your back. Alright, now's my chance to do what? I have no idea, but I'm taking it. Sure. Some kind of spotlight over there. Probably a guard tower swarming with dudes who would love the distinction of snatching the sweet ass. At the same time, hiding in plain sight might be one of my better options. Great, a path split. For all my griping about being powerless, there's something to be said for letting other people bear the burden of responsibility. The left path seems tempting, and that seems all the more reason to ignore it and to go right. Problem solved. I guess. What the hell? I raced down the path and crossed over a makeshift bridge, only to be stopped by a large gap. Great. So my choices are to wait here in the open and hope that Leon is the next person to reach me, or to jump across and try to hide in Big Brother's neighborhood. I could hear someone shouting behind me, someone who was definitely not Leon. A lot easier to make choices when there's only one. Take the jump. I leapt across the gap and assessed my hide-and-seek options. Gotta avoid the searchlight, obviously, and the dudes, but other than that, easy peasy. Surprisingly, a few goons hanging around back here. Maybe they have to revere Saddle's visage every hour or something. Maybe. I huddled behind the wall for what seemed like several minutes without hearing so much as a cackle. With nobody cropping up behind me, I decided to head over the little window and get a lay of the island. This is also strange. Where's the guy pushed into the ocean? Was that not him shouting behind me? Is eaten by a shark too great of a hope? Not that I'm complaining. The best kind of waiting is safe waiting after all. It's just that when life gives me lemons, it's hard to see it as an act of encouragement. Oh. And that's pretty much why. Oh no. We've been captured! Well, eventually, right? As if I hadn't experienced enough iterations on the theme of entrapment, I was carelessly tossed into a makeshift jail cell. So my night ends the way it began, with me locked in the storage room. Like I'm an anthrax letter somebody just keeps forgetting to mail off. Remember, Dad? People like us don't go to prison, you said. You apparently didn't imagine that karma might get creative. I'm sorry, Alfonso. Your touching act of defiance only brought me about 15 minutes of actual freedom. If I weren't just so useless. Sensing my shame and doubt starting to circle like virtues, I decided to get up and poke around. Maybe test the doorknob for old time's sake. You never know what happens. Let me actually check some here. This is the... I have 2 tabs open right now. I don't need both of them. Yeah. The rest of the room just seemed to be stray boxes, so I headed toward the barred window. I didn't really expect to see anything, but then something or someone caught my eye. Down there, is that a woman? I wonder if she'd be able to hear me. Hopefully she's not some amoral executive type trying to secure a seat in the boss man's new world order. Hey, lady! Up here, can you see me? I guess she could hear me because she quickly looked in my direction. I couldn't see her expression, but her eyes lingered. I need some help, please! If my pleas reached her, they certainly didn't inspire much. Instead, she turned away and pulled out a small gun. With a quick shot fired into the night, she suddenly swung away like a freaking Spider-Man. So, since I had 𝐇𝐚𝐮 San Diego in a party dress on my crazy kidnapping bingo card, but there it is. I didn't have time to gain fear of the woman's presence because my attention was suddenly ensnared by the growing sound of footsteps marching in my direction. Shit. If I need to make myself scarce for a minute. Driven by nothing more than a primitive urge to evade scary men, I darted into the back of the room, only to remember that it was a dead end. After just a few seconds, there was a loud beep and the squealing of a rusty door. I could hear the men shuffling toward me, clearly not in any particular hurry. When one of them poked their head around the corner and reached out for me, I ducked underneath a table, crawled to the other side, and bolted toward the door. Well, if there ever were a time to employ my idea of yelling for Leon, this is it. The goons seemed to know this was an exercise in futility. They didn't even try to bum rush me. They just ambled up behind me, slowly, like creeps. Nevertheless, I persisted. And dude is just like, what are you doing? Why is it always ugly men who want to bust into my bubble? There. I mean, this is the part where Leon had to do a lot on the final stretch of the island before he got to Ashley, actually. Some Spanish words that are probably not, you want to get some coffee? Okay, this guy is putting off serious bad vibes. I know he's pissed, but I am Sandra's precious guest. Creeps inched toward me, but then stopped out of sun to glance at the ceiling. I followed his gaze and saw the problem. A security camera. Could somebody named Leon be watching it? Oh. Oh. Apparently I'm not the only one who thinks that's a possibility. The distraction over my heart remembered the imminent danger and returned to panic pumping. The goon glared at me with his weird, milky eyes. I instinctively began to scoot away. Why don't you boys pick on someone your own size? That voice. Could it be a troublesome woman? A second later, I was staring with somewhat morbidly at the bloody spot where my creep's head used to be. And there was the other one. This lady knows how to get it done. Professionals. Man. Sorry to leave you with a mess, but don't you worry. I'm sure Leon will come for you soon. Wait, who are you? How do you know Leon? I'm with the FBI. But can you keep a secret? Don't tell Leon you saw me. It's safer that way. Yeah, I won't tell him immediately. Good girl. You make sure that the bodyguard of yours treats you right. He may swear, but he's a little dense. Bye now. And she's gone. What a cool lady. I told Dad those diversity initiatives would be good for the bureau. The goons did indeed dissolve. When the project was settled, all that remained was the sound of wind playing with the waves. And no, they didn't have keys on them. Believe me, I checked. With nothing else to do, I returned to the back of the room to let the adrenaline finish flushing through my bloodstream. I had only sat down a minute when exhaustion pulled on my body like an anchor. The prospect of further terrors was barely a hum compared to the silent call of sleep. Oh no, she's gonna go dream again. Leon, please hurry. Yeah, it's gonna be weird now. I can smell it. What are we dreaming about? Oh, we're actually seeing him do the work here. Oh yeah, that's fun. Praying games. Now she's streaming of RE4. The other one section. Leo, what are you doing? Wait, what the That's an entirely different game. I don't know what game that is, sadly. I'm not educated enough. Okay. The merchant is here as well as P2. Can we play? No. Okay, never mind. Ah, my guardian angel. Hey, if we could have played this, I would have played it here. Could he be nearby?
Leon!
Try calling. There he is. Let's go. Where's the gold? As Leon slid up to the door, I immediately heeded the call that emanated from his smoldering gaze. The one that said, "Shut the fuck up." He quickly inspected the lock and recognized that he lacked whatever was needed to open it. He looked back at me and nodded. Wait. Waiting? Wow. Now, there's an idea. I didn't even think of that. Leon hurried, turned, and slipped out through a door on the right, presumably in search of a key. Just as good, a hamburger. There were situations sometimes where I would have wanted a hamburger instead of a key. That's not wrong. Definitely not wrong. I was kind of hoping to cross a conjugal visit off my bucket list, but well, guess I just engaged in the mystic female art known as waiting on a man. Yeah. The ancient American ways of waiting for men. I'm still feeling pretty high-strung. You know, I haven't had the opportunity to meditate for a while. I think that's just what I need to bring the temperature down. Self-soothing, here I come. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Oh wow, okay, I mean, that looks nice. You're enjoying a relaxing stay on the taxpayer's dime at a luxurious seaside resort. The ocean's salty musk lingers on your skin like a lover's cologne, and your mind is consumed by the desire for a hot bath. You are surprised, or more accurately, delighted to find your bodyguard already partaken of this pleasure, water glistening in the hard lines of his biceps. And then, the ghost of Lewis wanders into your dimensional space. What? No, this is all wrong. You can't just wear normal clothes. You're supposed to be sexy, goddammit. Sexy! What are you doing? Send them away. This is your fantasy. What are you doing? Not a bad save, Leo. Not bad at all. Right?
Leon.
And we're back.
You okay?
Maybe it's because it's the only question he asked, but I'm starting to love hearing this two little words.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Hell yeah. Skedaddle! Music to my elephantine ears. Why is she going on about her giant ears all the time? Oh, Lord. Episode 35. What you gonna do when you get out of jail? I just wanted to say, I'm so glad I didn't have to spend 20 years chiseling my way out of here with a tiny pickaxe. I mean, what Bibles would I even hide it in? Yeah. As we rounded the corner, Leon stopped abruptly. A small object came floating toward the window. Is this the part where Settle sends trained bats to attack us? Because that seemed like something he would do. No, instead it's this. A paper airplane? What is this, my 5th grade homeroom? Wait, what the fuck is that? Leads me flirting with every thirsty bitch in Poodleville, Spain named Ashley Graham, and now that's just trampling all over my hidden affections with their amorous communications? It's gonna fucking roll. Wait a second. Realistically, the number of people who could have sent that letter has got to be tiny, right? And by tiny, I mean Miss San Diego. Quick thinking. Leon picked up the note and poured over with a glimmer in his eye that I hadn't seen from him before. Is Leon in an unrequited office romance with the hot bureau lady? And would Lifetime Originals accept that script if I wrote it? Remembering that I promised the lady I wouldn't mention her, and also wanting to mask my jealous rage, I turned away from Leon as he read. Instead, I tried to run the calculus on how she got that plane to glide in here so perfectly. Consumer professional that he was, Leon stowed his tender feelings in order to deal with more pressing problems, like goons coming to break her knee. Fair enough. I mean, you had dynamite there. 1 problem solved, 2 problems solved. We're up to 2.5 men. And done. Join us next week for another exciting episode of Leon S. Kennedy, Problem Solver. Who knew the secret to a clean prison break was just a well-armed special ops agent? Work smarter, not harder. Criminals of the world. Yeah, it is fair. Granted, it helps that we're dealing with some rank amateurs here. I mean, look at this chump, not even recognizing how badly he's about to be crossboned. Yep. And now, look at him, a sad, dissolving husk. Was your stupid arrow pistol worth it, sir? Who was it? I don't know. Approximately 1 second after passing through the door, Leon pulled out his shotgun and did that little posture thing that says stop being visually present. At this close range, hot spurt in my head and covering my ears accomplished about as much as Mom's literacy program. I know Leon can't help having to cause major ear trauma, but it'd be nice if he could give me a tiny full one before he starts a rock concert with his gun. Phew, that is over. I suppose I should just be grateful that I'm on this side of Leon's onslaught. But is it too much to ask that he brought me some earplugs? Leon pressed the button on the control board to reopen the exit. I think we all know how this is going to go. Oh no. I don't need eyes in to become a head to know what that means. Yo. I'm blinded. Oh man, it feels like forever since I last saw Leon Roundhouse kick somebody. But next don't have a friendly fire setting, so I should probably just duck again. Seems to be the theme right now. Whoop. Nice one. And he's gonna be able to do that again, I assume, in Requiem. And now we escape to a helicopter armed with turrets that I gotta shoot. You think? That's deep down there. Gee, sweet God, that smell. Like someone made deviled eggs out of roadkill.
Like this is it.
What? What do you mean this is it? Apparently this bears emphasizing, it stings.
Sure does.
Sure does. Why don't I feel like we're actually in agreement on this? I swear to God, his smile is like a sexy terrorist. You know it's bad news, but you can't ever keep looking. However, I did protest as a matter of principle. Kind of like how one might ask a suicide bomber to please refrain from exploding.
No way, Leon.
Way.
Sexy terrorist! Hold up, let's hit pause for a sec and evaluate this moment. Positive, I'm holding Leon's hand. Negative, we're leaping into garbage. Also positive, Leon finally gets to be in the garbage with me. It's all fair. Also negative, wow! Oh my lord. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that is happening. Deep down in the dumps. Now, I see that Leon isn't the kind of man who likes to cuddle after he fucks you in the ass. Okay. Feeling like we dived headfirst into the gripping married couple of 20 years stage of our relationship, I decided to, well, right.
Are you out of your mind?
I mean, obviously, but it'd be good to get his opinion.
You'd be fine if you landed on your butt.
What the fuck? Wait, let's evaluate. Negative, he's mocking my butt and more generally my safety and autonomy. Positive, he's thought about the size of my butt. Now let's collect my feelings about this and see what the old noodle spits out of as a response.
You...
Faint anger. Good call, Brian. I'm sure Leo knows an adult friend when he sees one, but he still reacted with a gentleman's grace, and that's worth something. Hold up, just realized that I done something gross. Feels like a pancake syrup mixed with dog spit.
What is this?
Ew.
Come on, let's go.
Leon seems awfully skittish all of a sudden over some stinky human-shaped garbage. I gotta remember, not everyone has my deep experience with trash. Fair enough. Let's get out of here. Neon heard over to the switch in front of us and opened the gate. You know, I thought maybe it was just the aggressive bacteria thoughts, but I'm starting to sense some real malevolence down here. Oh no.
What is
flashbacks, what is that thing? Well, there's a car to go. Leon horning ass was, for the moment, a sufficient answer. Yeah. We darted past the second gate only to encounter the next problem. No way forward thanks to some prick leaving the companion cube in the middle of the path. Leon rushed over to another level that closed the gate behind us, giving us a few seconds to assess the situation against the, I don't know, even kinkier Voldo? Him? Maybe. Oh god, it's disgusting. It moves like someone injected jello into its bones, which pretty matter considering, you know, gelatin. Yeah. Leon took aim at the red barrel and waited for the creature to undulate its way forward to us. If he's boring with this tactic, I'm guessing the regular bullets don't kill outright. But hey, it's been a while since I saw Leon destroy a barrel. I'm glad he hasn't forgotten his hobbies in all this. Nice. Ooh, good old barrel blast. And also, whoa, gasoline smell. Maybe that finally explains the combusting barrels back at the church. One mystery down, 100 to go. With the creature distracted, we hurried over to the metal box blocking our exit. Leon, you're so proud, refusing to ask why for pushing a box that probably weighs more than both of us combined. If there were 10 of us. Don't worry, Leon, these noodle arms might not look like much, but they are absolutely baking in adrenaline. Push with all my push. Okay, that's writing. I pushed with all my push, and after a painful series of seconds, our effort paid off. The box dropped into the wastewater below, and we raced across. Only to find the exit blocked because it has literally anything that's godforsaken place been easy. There. Yeah, Leon, I don't think that's going to be nearly enough steps back. There's another barrel there. We darted back to the other side of the garbage street and waited behind another explosive barrel. If it ain't broke, blast it. While Leon readied his early strategy, I looked back at Spike Lee, who seemed to be flaming against the closet gate. Those liquid bones could surely slid through the bars, but hey, you're not going to see me complain about a stupid enemy type. Oh my god, it can open doors with its mind! It has a mind! What? To my horror, I realized that creatures were effectively savaging us. In the wrecked, single briefing, I detected an unnerving tone of hunger. Like how you imagine men who buy girls' underwear off the internet. In an effort to reduce both my bodily harm and emotional investment, I ducked and waited for either success or flash spike in impalement. Fortunately, the one in front of us won the race, allowing Leon to trigger the trap and buy us a few seconds of fury chaos in order to slip by. Oh, that did not take that long though. Seriously, another box and just barely blocking the door? Why is this evening the worst? Summoning every ounce of strength left in my exhausted body, we pushed that box the cruel 13 inches necessary to pass through. Poor design. This fucking world is an asshole. Ugh. Yeah. I came in like a wrecking ball. Yeah. So, can we talk about the garbage pail heads too soon? Yeah, I get it. This new room featured the same sweltering heat of Silence Lava mode, minus the opulence. Hey, it just occurred to me that if Leon's here, that means I can think about Salad in the past tense. How great is that? In any case, this area was apparently off limits because the manual laborers pulled out their crossbows and hatches. Usually, I just get catcalled in construction zones, so it's a nice change of pace. I mean, I get it. I never shot Leon. I'm so glad we're married and can't wait to touch your waist. Excuse you. I mean, this is all based on the final interaction between these two. Where she's just like, hey, how would you come work for me? And Leon's like, no thanks, bro. We rushed onward until we came to a sudden drop-off that just screamed accessibility lawsuit. Yeah. We jumped down to find a seeming dead end with an oddly positioned wrecking ball suspended over an open lava hole. It's not often you get to see a whole year's worth of OSHA violations in a single room. When I'm thinking about it, what's up with evil people in lava? Did they think about installing solar panels and we're like, not bad, but I want it to be more like the sun, you know, molten fire. Anyway, catching the distinct smell of a trap, I carefully scanned the room for anything less obvious. Fortunately, my keen senses did not disappoint.
Look, there's a gate here.
Yeah. I mean, there's not much of a gate now, but wrecking balls have a way of changing that. Oh no. Damn, boys rushing here like I just saw the free boobs. Nice. With the lackeys preoccupied with the burning scheme, we rushed over to the control room. Good to see Leon can put two and two together. There seemed to be a switch that controlled the wrecking ball. Leon commanded me to pull it while he stood guard. Hey, all the utility of cranking, none of the arm strain, I'm on it. I struck the switch and eager satellite bomb rushed our orbit. Kinda busy here, Leon. You wanna deal with that? Ah, what the f... You may have snatched from me a saddle, but you can't stop what I've set in motion. Haha. Isn't this one a little small to be throwing things like that around? Whoa! Leon, you suck!
Oh, no.
You actually die in the Otome? What? Tell you what, I did not expect that. Like, what is happening here? And we're back? Question mark? Whoa, call me crazy, but I think I just jumped into a different timeline. Man, these parasite powers are getting weird. Oh, what's a girl to do? Sorry, dad me, but the show must go on. How matter. I saw this timeline seer doesn't like to play with fire. Considering the version of me that's ashes on the ground, this is only to my benefit. Flashbang. Amidst the chaos, we rushed into the control room and Leon directed me to pull the switch. Deja vu. I just saw that image, oh my lord. Ah, yeah, this is the superior timeline. Oh, damn it. Oh no, Leon, I can't imagine how much it hurts. I made sure to get hit as well. The timelines are converging. Still, I feel the pain, Leon. I too was hoping for a no damage run. At this stage, we might need to settle for a no amputation playthrough. Clumsy me, I think I just dropped my contacts. Whoop. What's an arm? I've got great vision. I glanced over at Leon to see how he wanted to proceed. In return, he sharply nodded at the switch. Don't need to tell me twice. Came in like a wrecking ball. Alright, that's two. One more should do it. Just got to wait another minute. Look alive, Leon. God damn it. Well, this is off to a good start. God damn it, we're getting swarmed here. We're so close to escape. That's it. No more delicate damsels. We've got us moving until not moving from the spot until that switch has been pulled. I don't like how much popping heads sound like the open shaken soda can. But hey, now I can finally give up Diet Coke. Another one for trauma. Come on. She really looks like, I gotta pull this lever, gotta pull this lever. Okay, slightly deterred. Come on, baby. Get up, you mother... Screw this, I'll be on the ground. Whew, that was way too eventful, but it did teach me an important lesson. Courage is a fool's game. I mean, yeah. It's the final round. Ready, set, rock! Oh, wreck, sorry. Wreck! With Neil looking rather dumb with getting beat up, he hauled all the way past the remaining goods and made our escape. Fair enough, yeah. No healing items, huh? So long, losers. I hope you fall into lava and lose your workplace safety lawsuit. Oh, that area was annoying in the game, though. I admit that. Oh, we're here now. Once we were in the next room, I examined my lungs have been accumulating hot air for years, so I breathed like saddle, basically. I felt a little guilty, though, worrying about my own stress level when Leon was over here with arrow wounds in his torso. This is my fault. If only I bothered to collect more of those herbs when I was alone. Although in my defense, I was a mortal peril. All things considered, I'm blameless. 100% darling. Fortunately, we were able to proceed without much drama. Apparently nobody was paid enough to follow us, and the corridor itself was quiet. Almost too quiet. Come on, can I just allow myself to believe this could be a safe space? I'm not that jaded yet, am I? Scratch that, I'm excessively jaded. In lay terms, I believe that's called a nope. Yeah. We power walked back to the entrance, clear with the knowledge that this was going to be more fight than flight. Of course, we'd be waltzing through one day where all the Garbadors decided to make a pilgrimage, to that trash mecca. Leon gave me a quick silent head nod, which I took to mean get the hell out of the way, and I did comply. Yes, of course. Once I was safety behind Leon, he took out his rifle and equipped it with some kind of scope that hadn't seen used before. You know what new toys mean? We're in the shit now. Steal yourself a combat ash. Oh shit, are we the one shooting? Oh, wow, okay. So here's the situation. Leon's hurt. There's nowhere to run, and Jack 𝐵𝐵𝐿ington wants to show us that real Nightmare Before Christmas. And all of this means one thing. It's time for Ashley Graham to get serious. If I can jump timeless, sure I can take down the ball, Anu. Now, should I try to act as Leon's aim assist or focus on summoning my latent abilities? Special? Slashly. Slashly, I call upon your deadly precision to vanquish my foes. Wow. Ching. Oh, this is nice. This reveals the deadly spots. Hell yeah, weak points. Blessings, Slashly, you glorious mistress of murder. Now to go on the offensive. Its weak points are exposed. Blow this bastard back into the trash heap, Leon. We got him! Sweet. 3 turns until dead. I just saw this up here. No one. Oh my god, not the chunks. On second thought, I'm feeling okay about the chunks. Sure, they seem like violence against me, but they're also a tangible symbol of karmic justice. It's all a matter of perspective. And look, money! Why see it's some trash to create your aid where you can envision it as spoils of war? There's nothing your framing can't fix. I guess. He definitely looks hard on his professional run here. Which is canon. We saw when he was first making the save, it literally said he's on professional difficulty. We stopped in the middle of the corridor as it diverged into 2 paths. Now the logical part of me says, please just keep moving straight. My god, this is a nightmare. But why succumb to anxiety when you can reframe it as adventure? And what would be the most adventurous thing to do in a situation? Taking the scenic route, of course. If it's not an it's better than a sneeze, I guess. If it's not an obnoxious diversion, it's not a rewarding excursion. Leon, if you can perceive my thoughts, move to the left. Oh yeah, the success rate continues. It's too bad every 5 of my being screams out for this bug to be sad, because I could make a crap ton of money as a psychic. I mean, the marketing practically right itself. Oh, your husband died? Well, not. Why not send him a telegram? Isn't $10,000 a small price to pay for closure? God. Stumbling over my words here. Would you look at that? A conspicuously placed button at the end of an obnoxious avenue. That's gotta be good for something. Press it, Leon. Wait, what if it's just an alarm? Sort of more like an unlocked door than an alarm. But that distinction might be lost on murderers. Let's see. Starting to get a little nervous. Just be on the safe side. Leon, kick the door open. Yep. Oh my. It's game time. Round 2, eh? I love that there's now a minigame here again. Damn, this one's already really close. You might have to settle for this fight being more quick than clean. 2 turns until dead. Slashly, one more time. Sharpen your blade on this fool. With pleasure. Well, we got the weak spots back. Weak points identified. Commence the attack, Leon. Oh, gotta click. What? Leon? No, he's too hurt. He can't hold his gun up. We're fucked. You hear me? Fucked. Wait. There's a voice. It's like a drumbeat marching out of the darkness. It's saying, smash me. Jesus. My Jesus. Oh, no choice. Better to live with regrets than not to live at all. Smash me. Kill. Okay. We just unlocked something again. Oh my god. What is going on? Make your peace with God, you ransom reprobate. What the fuck just happened? Just a giant fist going boom. Okay. Ashley actually getting now latent powers here, I guess, from the parasite. That was fun, wasn't it? Good, clean fun. Maybe we had something in your inventory to hit him. With no further trash beasts to impede our progress, we arrived at a half-open gate. You had the very bright idea to pull at the lever next to the gate, but nothing happened. This is what happens when you let 2 female garbage face gobble up your electricians, unless those were the electricians. Considering Leo's injuries and my delightful petite frame, I think I'm the logical person to go under the gate. Plus, maybe you can catch the element of my bot. I mean, a visual with.
Leave it to me, Leon.
Yeah, I know what you like, baby cakes. And done. Just think of how different life would be if it had been this useful for the last 10 hours. Yeah, would have been a different mission, I guess. We finally reached the end of this long hellway and found the last remaining obstacle. A large door flanked by 2 switches. Oh yeah, that was tough to get right in the main game. Like, press both at the same time, I think. There was something about that, right? And we have to throw them both simultaneously in order to unlock the door. It's like a buddy lock. If you ain't got a butt, then this door's a dud. Some stupid crap like that. Pointless. Today, I'm that buddy. Oh, buddy. I stepped into buddy formation, but then got a little nervous. What if I mess up? Will goons drop out of the ceiling each time we fail? Will my otherwise charming cleanliness finally get on Leon's nerves? Oh god. What do I do? Oh, the panic! You can do this, Ashley. Pretend that Leon will take you an upscale restaurant if you get it right the first time. Now, at the count of 3, we'll both pull the switch. 3, 2, 1. Boom! Yes, we did it on our first try too. Who's getting fancy dinner date in their mind? It's me, Ashley Graham. Alright. In any case, we made it through here alive. And in one piece. One piece! Well, discovering some of Leon's tissue damage and the version of me that I left squat in the great dumpster in the sky. Other than those things. The One Piece is real!